Hey skiers and snowboarders, it's meteorologist Brad Panovich for SkiSoutheast.com. Finally, it's Martin Luther King weekend and we finally have changed the pattern. Now, I'm not going to promise you a bunch of natural snow, but it's plenty cold enough that the snowmakers, if you've looked at any of the resort cams this morning or checked out any of the articles here at Ski Southeast, they are cranking full blast. And trust me, they know this is a big weekend and they're going to be pumping those guns all weekend long. It's great that the ski resorts in the Southeast are such efficient at snowmaking because this is exactly what we need. Now, little bit of an interesting setup for Saturday. So if you're going skiing Saturday, I think conditions will be fine, but you might want to make sure you have goggles and some pretty good Gore-Tex gear because there's going to be kind of a messy setup. I wouldn't say it's all rain, but there's going to be a rain, ice, snow kind of mix at times. So kind of a mess going on Saturday. But the good news is it's going to be cold enough, at least for most of today, for snowmaking. Because not only is it cold, one of the things about snowmaking, you need dry air as well. These dew points are really dry across the Southeast. So you can see, especially in the mountains, we've got temperatures generally in the 20s. North Carolina, we're a little closer to freezing, but that's not a big deal because when you look at the dew points in the single digits and teens, that allows you to make snow at much warmer temperatures. So we're in pretty good shape for snowmaking. But overnight tonight, we are going to see moisture moving in from the west. And I'm going to show you how this unfolds in the short range guidance. Now, a lot of this will be virga, which means snow or rain falling and evaporating before reaching the surface. But you can see that some of it's going to be moving into West Virginia and North Carolina overnight. And again, I think this is model guidance. I do think some of this will start as snow in the highest elevations, probably mixing with sleet at times and freezing rain. But there is going to be kind of it's going to be a mess. It's not going to be all snow. It's going to be that horrible mix of rain, sleet, freezing rain, and snow. But you can see like areas from Wisp and Canaan Valley and then down towards Timberline, Winter Place, probably going to see more of a rain mix at Winter Place. Snowshoe, probably primarily snow. If you've been to Snowshoe, you know when it's raining everywhere else, it's usually snowing up there. In North Carolina, I think most of the resorts, this is going to be ice with a little bit of snow. And as we go through the day tomorrow, this is morning, you can see kind of the icy mix showing up there. So I think if it changes to rain, it's going to happen mid to late afternoon. But here's the good news. As we go through the day and then to the evening, the temperatures are going to fall pretty quickly as the cold front moves through. And if you look, we're starting to see some of that cold air stream back in. So snow guns will probably crank back up Saturday night, and we're probably going to see a touch of northwest flow snow, which you can see developing up here in the Virginias and Maryland. So this is going to be some northwest flow snow. It's not a great setup. I'm not going to say there's going to be a ton of snow, but it's nice to get maybe an inch or two in some favored locations on top of the man-made stuff to help fluff it up. But you can see even in North Carolina, we might get a little bit of northwest flow snow. Certainly nothing to write home about. The bigger story is it'll be plenty cold by Sunday morning for full-on snowmaking again for probably most of the day. And then going into Monday for MLK, we're probably going to be making snow nonstop as well. So the cold temperatures to me is probably the biggest story with this setup. And just to show you that, I'll show you the temperatures here going through the weekend. You can see this brief little warm up going into Saturday, but it's not much of one as the system passes right about here. So you can see some of these mountaintops. This is going to be the reverse temperature profile where it could be warmer at the top of the mountain than it is at the bottom. That's going to happen for a little bit on Saturday, but then the cold air spills back in, and you can see by Sunday morning, this is why I said we've got full-on snowmaking conditions here for all of the resorts. And then going even through the day on Sunday, even though east of the mountains temperatures might warm up, it's going to stay plenty cold in the mountains. So once we get beyond that little bubble of rain and warm temperatures on Saturday, it's full-on snowmaking all day Sunday into Monday. And next week, it looks like it's going to stay very cold for an extended period of time. Let me show you. So as we go out into next week, you can see those cold temperatures on Monday, MLK, plenty cold enough for all man-made snow. We're talking teens and single digits possible. So I think Monday is going to be amazing skiing, especially if the groomers get out there and kind of throw down the corduroy on top of some of that snowmaking. And look how cold it is on Monday. I mean, that's really cold. And this cold air sticks around next week. So the next 6 or 7 days of snowmaking should really bump back up all the bases across the Southeast and keep us nice and fluffy for the rest of the season. I'm watching next weekend now for potentially an East Coast storm. It's a little far out there and there's some wishy-washiness, but there's a trough and there's potential we could have some kind of low here. It could be way offshore, could be here. But just something to keep in mind. Next weekend could be something interesting, and I'll talk more about that coming up on my Monday or Tuesday post next week as we get beyond the holiday weekend. But good news for the holiday weekend. We've timed out the cold perfectly for a great ski weekend. As always, everybody, think snow.